This is Fearless Radio.
Take me back around the way you put me down from the start. On the way to your heart. On the way to your heart. I've been setting fire in my mind. On the way to your heart. Running through the dead, miles away, on the way to your heart. Take me back around the way you put me down from the start. On the way to your heart. On the way to your heart. On the way to your Take me back around the way you put me down from the start. On the way to your heart. On the way to your heart. On the way to your heart. On the way to your
And we are back. Nice. I like that second track, the one that we just played.
Oh, the one that's
really nice.
On the Way, yeah.
On the way. That was kind of entrancing. That draws you in and kind of zones you out a little bit in the music. So.
Well, yeah, that song, I cut my teeth years back on Pumpkins, Smashing Pumpkins, who's another local presence in the area, and reminiscent of a Gish album type crescendo of major chord, open chord guitar crescendos. It's one big build up, easy chord progression, and a really good vocal performance at the end. Mike really, it was an interesting process making that song because I'm really screaming my head off at the end of that. And Mike was able to capture that real well.
How do you take care of your voice when you're doing it? I don't understand how people can do this and still talk the next day. The normal human being screams their head off for a day and then they can't talk for a while. But a singer who belts it out.
That's another great question.
I
think a lot of that's got to do with genetics and how you take care of yourself. When I was playing in clubs as a kid, I wouldn't take care of myself and my voice would go. I try to take care of myself a lot better now, and stay off the drinking and definitely can't smoke anything.
Nobody lets you smoke anything anymore.
Right.
Not in Illinois anyway.
Well, the voice, and not that we can move on, but for me, the way I sing, a lot, especially in the higher octaves, for me, it's almost it's more muscular. I sing in a higher octave when I belt it out, and for me, it's about staying in shape, my abdomen and my ab muscles, because I'm getting a lot of power from my abs. So I got to
work on the core.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no joke. But anyways.
We've heard, we've heard some of the rock stuff, but this not all the end all and be all that this album is. There is also a little bit of acoustic work, you were saying.
There is, yeah.
And we're going to hear some of that coming up.
Yeah.
So what was the writing process for you guys like for this? And did you have in your mind it was deliberate that you would cover a range when you went in?
Wow, another great question. She's good. The writing process, I wrote the majority of this record, and a lot of the acoustic stuff I wrote in my front room. And the electric stuff was written on the tail end of another project. So when we got together with the Buzzhounds, when I met Shade, there was a lot of rehearsing, but there wasn't a ton of writing. And when I came up for air and figured, hey man, we got an act here, I went through a catalog of songs that I had, and we'd kind of handpicked those to showcase in a live performance environment. How can we kind of ebb and flow and make things very entertaining as a live act? So that being said, and kind of visualizing, hey, how can we pull this off on stage? We had, went with this repertoire because we, people often ask me, well, what do you guys sound like? Man, we sound like 15 different rock bands, but we also have a very noticeable sound. We go back in and out. I mean, I love Zeppelin. I love Soundgarden. I love Jane's Addiction. I mean, the song we just heard was very reminiscent of Jane's Addiction. The songs that are coming up, Give to Live. Yeah, Give to Live is more bluesy. There's Robert Johnson in it. So we
honor the city you come from.
Exactly
right.
Exactly
Absolutely.
right. Yeah. So to kind of wrap it up, the process was, I'm really looking forward to doing the next one. I mean, obviously this one just came out, but now, the material, the cat's out of the bag. We're a band. We're doing it. I'm looking forward to getting with these guys in the studio and seeing what we can come up with more as a group. Because I wrote this record
And
before we showed up.
And then gathered everybody together.
Yep. And these guys have been outstanding to play with, very receptive. I mean, these guys are phenomenal musicians and people. They're on board with it. They love it. And, it just makes for a good situation, a good project.
Good chemistry.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And great hats.
Well, thank you very much. Optimal Hat Company, my buddy Graham.
Very cool.
Maybe he'll give me a free hat out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not cheap.
They're
mine's a cheap hat.
absolutely pretty beautiful. That's a nice.
Well, that's funny you say that because that's a trademark of ours. We always wear them on stage, and I got a whole slew of different ones that Graham made for me. So
excellent.
Check them out. Optimal Hats on the south side. They're killer hat shit.
All right, let's. We're gonna do another couple of
Acoustic.
songs.
Yeah. We're gonna figure we'll do a double shot of the acoustic side of the record. A song called "Give to Live," which is a total throwback to old Southern blues, Delta blues, slide guitar, and then a song called "Stand Up," which is a very mellow acoustic track, a la Led Zeppelin in the day. Tracks 7 and 8 on the disc.
All right, let's do it. We'll be back to wrap it up with the Buzzhounds. Here you go.
Mama raised me well, mama raised me well. Mama raised me well, and my daddy gave me hell. They both instilled in me, yeah, they both instilled in me. They both instilled in me, ain't nothing here for free. If you want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. Up to me, I'm gonna break it. And my mama shook it, yeah, the things she used to tell. I still instill in me, that's the way it ought to be. Cause I'm a mech, and I'm a getting Apache engine, yeah, and hillbilly, and I'm what I am, and I'm a man. Don't ever bitch, don't need a hand. My granddaddy said, son, ain't no secret to living. Y'all got to keep on. Don't need a shrink to ease my mind. Don't need a doctor, I'm feeling fine. Don't need a priest, I live divine. So fuck the lawyers, leave me behind. You want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. Up to me, I'm gonna break it. And I'd rather yell than ever cry. I'd rather live before I die. Let's hang the bankers from the trees. You politicians, get on your knees. Give me the truth and keep the shit. Fuck the TV, it's counterfeit. It ain't rocket science, man, ain't no secret to living. Y'all got to keep on giving. All you rappers, keep your change. You politicians, you're inhumane. And Hollywood and the wannabe fame. Rest assured, I forgot your fucking name. I give a kiss to all the mothers and all the daddy blue collar mother truckers. To all the sinners who can't be heard. Listen close to all my words. If you want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. Up to me, I'm gonna break it. The American dream has got its price. So come with me, baby, and roll the dice. want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. You want it, got to take it. Up to me, I'm gonna break it. You know that it's never cheap, it's never nice. But then again, baby, such is life. Ain't rocket science, man, ain't no secret to living. Just got to keep on giving, giving.